Hi and welcome to Ready for Math. Today we will be learning how to tell the time by the hour and half hour. Let's begin. Just as we use the ruler to tell us how long an object is, and the scale to tell us how heavy an object is, we use the clock to tell us the time. When we talk about the length of an object, we use the unit of measurement meter and centimeter. While when we're talking about how heavy an object is, or when we're getting the mass of an object, we use the unit of measurement kilograms and grams. But when we talk about time, we use the units of measurement hour, minute, and second. Do you see the hand that's moving? That's what you call the second hand. It tells us how many seconds have passed. If you count the number of times it moves from 12 back to 12 again, it takes 60 counts or 60 seconds. And when 60 seconds have passed, we say that 1 minute has passed because 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. In this clock, you will see two hands. The blue hand or the longer hand is your minute hand. It moves whenever a minute has passed. While the red hand is what we call the hour hand, and it moves whenever an hour has passed. Earlier, you were able to see how the second hand moves. It moves faster than the minute hand because the moment it has moved from 12 and back to 12 again, that means 1 minute has passed, which means the moment 60 seconds have passed, this minute hand will move here, which means 1 minute has passed. And when another 60 seconds have passed, meaning to say, the second hand moves from 12 and back to 12 again, this minute hand will move to the next minute, which means this time 2 minutes have passed. And once this minute hand has moved from 12 and back to 12 again, I want you to pay attention to the R hand as the minute hand is moving. Notice that the R hand is moving as well. Earlier, it was at 3 and now it's almost at 4. And look at what happens when 60 minutes have passed. After 60 minutes have passed, the R hand moved from 3 to 4. That means an hour has passed because 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Because if you look at this clock, there are 60 dots there. And that represents the 60 minutes and also the 60 seconds. It depends on which hand we're talking about. Of course, if we're talking about the second hand, the 60 numbers there will represent the 60 seconds. If it's the minute hand that we're talking about, then the 60 dots there will represent the 60 minutes. Let's have a recap. Today, we have learned that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, which means that if 60 seconds have passed, that means 1 minute has passed. We also learned that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. This means that when 60 minutes have passed, we can say that 1 hour has passed. Let us now practice telling the time. When the minute hand or the longer hand is at 12, we call that a clock. And since the shorter hand or the hour hand is at 1, we read the time as 1 o'clock. We write it this way: 1, colon, and then 2 zeros. And again, we read that as 1 o'clock. Since once again, the longer hand or the minute hand is at 12, that's still a clock, and the shorter hand is at 2, that means it's 2 o'clock. What about this? What time is it? The answer is 4 o'clock. This time, the longer hand is at 12 and the shorter hand is at 7. So we say it's 7 o'clock. Since the shorter hand or the hour hand is at 11, and the longer hand or the minute hand is at 12, we read this as 11 o'clock. This time, let's move the minute hand. If the minute hand is at 6, that's 30 minutes. That means 30 minutes have passed. This is because if we count the number of minutes, let's take a look at this again. Let's go back from 11 o'clock. Look at how the minute hand moves. You have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So, when the blue hand or the minute hand is at 6, that only means that 30 minutes have passed. We can write this time by writing 11 first, followed by a colon, and then 30. And we read this as 11:30. We can also call this half past 11. This is because half of an hour has passed already after 11 o'clock. Notice that at 11:30 or half past 11, the shorter hand is in between 11 and 12. We cannot say that it's 12:30 because the hour hand has not reached 12 yet. Although it has gone past 11, it has not reached 12 yet. So, we say that this is 11:30, not 12:30. This, on the other hand, is 12:30. Notice that the short hand or the hour hand is in between 12 and 1. It has not reached 1 yet, but it has gone past 12. So, we say that it's 12:30 or half past 12. This time, since the shorter hand or the hour hand is pointing to this space between 3 and 4, that clearly states that it has gone past 3 but has not yet reached 4. And since the long hand or the minute hand is at 6, we read this as 3:30 or half past 3. Here we can see that the minute hand is still at 6. That means 30 minutes have passed. And the hour hand is in between 10 and 11. It has not reached 11 yet, but it has gone past 10. So, we say that it's 10:30 or half past 10. Let us now prepare for the drills. Are you ready? For our drills, you will be needing your paper and pen. Are you ready? What time is it? Write the correct time on your paper. The answer is 7 o'clock. Since the longer hand is at 12 and the shorter hand is at 7, we say it's 7 o'clock. Let's have this one. Can you tell me the time? Since the minute hand is at 6, that means 30 minutes have passed. And the shorthand or the hour hand is in between 9 and 10. That means it's 9:30 or half past 9. Did you get this right? What about this one? Please write the time on your paper. Since the hour hand is in between 5 and 6, that means it has gone past 5, but it has not reached 6 yet. And the minute hand is at 6. So, the answer is 5:30. Did you get it right? How about this one? What time is it? The answer is 10 o'clock. Did you get it right? How about this one? Write the time on your paper. The answer is 12:30 or half past 12. Did you get it right? If yes, congratulations. If not, don't worry. That only means that you still need more practice. Thank you for watching Ready for Math. Have a good day. Bye!